Howdy, y'all, and welcome back to the Cowboy Chemist. Now, last time we were talking about how you can find chemists in places you don't always expect. That leads us to this guy. Now, he's what you get when you pick on a nerd probably one too many times, and then he decides to do something about it. Now, before he was Ivan Drago, and before he was He-Man, and before he was an expendable, he was just another 6'5" Swedish actor with a black belt in karate and a master's degree in chemical engineering. His name is Dolph Lundgren. His story begins in 1957 in and around Stockholm, where his mother worked as a language instructor and his father worked as an engineer and an economist, having master's degrees in both subjects, and before that serving as an officer in the Swedish military. So you probably figure they're probably going to have a smart kid. As a child, he had severe allergies, not the sniffly nose type like everyone else. We're talking about the kind that can put you in bed sick kind. So until he outgrew them, he didn't exactly excel at sports of any kind. So what's a kid to do? You overcompensate, that's what. He made up for not being able to keep up with his peers by being ridiculously good at any subject his teachers threw his way. He wanted to get any question that he was asked correct, full stop. This guy's already setting the tone. Meanwhile, things weren't so rosy at home. After his dad's military career stalled, he had to take a job in the Swedish government, which made him bitter and angry, and unfortunately, he decided to take that anger out on the closest people to him, his family. Now, up until he entered high school, Dolph's father would every so often become abusive with Dolph and his mother, calling Dolph a loser and knocking him around a little, which would be enough to sink most people's chances in life. But this guy, it made him even more motivated. So when he hit high school, he'd begun being able to be more active. And so he started building his body up and training in contact sports like boxing and karate. Just a life tip, if you've been picking on a guy and he starts training like this, he's probably planning on handing out a major butt whooping on somebody, and it's most likely going to be you. All the while, he was rocking straight A's. And when he graduated, he actually took his dad's advice and accepted a scholarship to Washington State University, coming to the United States for the first time. Now, maybe it was to prove his dad wrong. Maybe it was just because he wanted to. But he began a bachelor's in chemical engineering. And he completed the first 2 years of it before returning to Sweden for his mandatory military service in the Swedish Marines? Wait, hang on, time out. This guy's a Marine too? Wow. After he was honorably discharged, he enrolled in the Stockholm Institute of Technology, where he finished and earned his bachelor's degree. But don't think he'd left contact sports behind. No. He'd been given a childhood's worth of aggravation to work through. And now, a black belt in karate, he captained the Swedish karate team at the 1979 World Open tournament. Not done yet, he entered and won the 1980 and 81 European karate tournaments. Then, still thirsty to hand out butt kickings, he entered and won a full contact tournament in Australia in 1982 while completing his master's degree in Chem E at the University of Sydney, where he was awarded a Fulbright scholarship to MIT in 1983. Hey, y'all, sorry about the interruption. I know it's kind of a buzzkill to put an ad right in the middle of the video, but we have to please our corporate sponsors. We're brought to you today by WH Tire Products and their heavy-duty cleaner degreaser Katana. Now, this little fella right here, quart spray bottle, would run you about $9.99 online, plus shipping and tax. And before any of you ask, no, I don't wear a fake beard. I just shaved it off because it's hotter than a coon dog on a fresh trail out here. So come on with me, see what I got lined up, and let's test this stuff out. All right, so check this thing out. This is a valve cover off of an International 240 utility tractor that's seen some use and abuse over the years. And we're going to see if we can't get this thing cleaned up. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I really, really like real-world testing. Not like mamby-pamby like fully set up in the lab, easy peasy. Yeah, everything looks clean and neat, and it just comes out perfect kind of testing. But I want to see what it looks like in the real world. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to spray this thing down with some of our Katana, and let's see what happens here. We're going to spray it inside and out, and then we're going to give it about 5 minutes, and then give it some water over the top and see how it comes out. And we're going to try to soak it up just like we did the lab table in the first episode. Get all that goodness on there. Yes, sir. Give it a nice good coating. I will warn you guys, if you leave this stuff on paint for too long, yeah, it will take it off, but that is what it's designed to do. It's designed to take just about everything off that we can. All right, there it is. We're going to give it about 5 minutes, and we're going to see how it turns out. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes. Now we got our handy bucket of water over here, and we're going to give this thing a little douse and see how it comes out. Stand by, y'all. Man, just look at that. That stuff's just evaporating off of there. And that's, I don't know how many years of grit, dirt, you knows, you name it. The paint was already peeling. Coming right on off. Right down to the original paint. Which I think is just really impressive. I mean, just look at that. I mean, it just, anywhere you put it, it's coming right off of it. There we go, around the edge a little bit. And I tell you what, let's try on the underside. You can kind of see that a little. All that rust and grime and crap. And this thing had been run with water in the oil because it had a busted head gasket. And as you can see, that cleaner is just peeling all that out of there. So the next time y'all are in the market for a degreaser or a cleaner, give Katana a try. So here he is on his way up, motivated, working hard. And then he met a woman. See, what do you do to pay the bills if you're a 6'5" chemical slinging, karate chopping tough guy from Sweden? You work as a bouncer at a nightclub, that's what. So Dolph often pulled security for various performers. When they passed through, and he met Grace Jones on one of these jobs, and they fell for one another like Samson and Delilah. In the process, she convinced him to come to New York before he went to MIT and take some acting classes and lessons, and where he found himself enjoying acting immensely. He wound up going to MIT, though. He lasted 2 full weeks until Grace got him his first acting role as Vince, a Bond villain in the film A View to a Kill with Sir Roger Moore. Later that year, he heard Sylvester Stallone was looking for somebody to play Ivan Drago in Rocky IV, and he got the part after beating out 5,000 other prospects, still feeling that motivated tone. So if you want to be the next action star, take it from the guy who's more qualified to be Bill Nye the Science Guy than Bill Nye. Pay attention the next time you're in chemistry class. You never know where it might take you. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our channel. The best way to support us is to buy from our sponsor. And we'll catch y'all next time, and where we're going to discuss the scientific method. You don't want to miss it.